And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ellington defending.
Screen.
Here's Roby. He's guarded by Plumlee. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Pass to Wright. Grant the bounce pass. And Plumlee kicks to Ellington. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Grant. Back to Ellington. From downtown, it's another look. No good from Grant. We're about 1 minute into the first. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Wright outside. Ellington kicks to Wright from deep. And it's Bazley with the rebound.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Passes it to Dort. And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Detroit with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Outside Hill. The pass to Bazley. It's back to Hill. Here's Roby. He had 16 points in the win against Portland.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Roby. Plumlee with some nice D. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Wright. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Doumbouya comes in for Blake Griffin. Josh Jackson's checked in for Grant. And it's Rose in for Wayne Ellington. Williams finds Muscala. Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Wright looking around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man.
Williams passes to Pokusevski. And the Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pokusevski with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Doumbouya. Now here's Rose. He's guarded by Diallo. They retain possession. Rose passes to Stewart. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Williams finds Muscala. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 1. Bucket is good.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
Pass to Diallo. Dishes to Muscala. Rebound, Detroit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The kick out to Rose. Pass to Stewart. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Muscala. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Passes it to Diallo. Now here's Melodon. Outside Williams. 1 second left. That one misses. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Doumbouya is out there with Josh Jackson. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Pistons leading. Here's Mikhailuk. Down low. Here's Doumbouya. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Diallo the pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pakusevsky with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The pass to Doumbouya. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. A shot by Ellington, no good.
Look, he's his own worst enemy right there. I mean, he has time, he has room, and for some reason, he shoots a leaner.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team. And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Hill. Baisley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's blocked. Here's Roby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Jackson to the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Dort. The shot missing. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Wright finds Ellington. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Basket good. Ellington's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Rose is checked in. Outside Hill to the middle. Roby can't hit. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Rose. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Look at the muscles of Rose right there. I mean, that's just an outstanding job, accepting the physicality and pummeling his way through it.
To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. Williams against Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And now an 8-point Detroit lead. The Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Dort passes to Williams. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Griffin down low. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Count it, good. Hill's got his first 2 points.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to me.
Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And he uses the glass on the layup. Baisley's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Rose. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Count that one. Plumlee's got 8.
I mean, for a big man, Griffin is a great passer, consistent at getting the ball to his guys.
Over to the wing. Just 3 on the clock. It doesn't go for him.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They never put themselves in too much. And that'll do.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Mason Plumlee has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with George Hill. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the basket is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Roby the pass to Hill. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting them.
Grant, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Dort passes to Hill. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Detroit on D. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Dort. And the 3 off target.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Doomboy is checked in for Detroit. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Grant with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. The finish and the dunk by Jackson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Stolen by Grant. Jackson passes to Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. A different look here for Detroit. Mikhailuk is checked in, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for DeLon Wright. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Hakusevsky, the pass to Diallo. And here is Maladon. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Plumlee is checked in for Doumbouya. Here's Diallo. Lays it up and banks it in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Rose. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Look, a big man with major ups. I mean, Griffin wants to use his athleticism as much as possible.
Pakusevsky, the pass to Muscala. Now here's Diallo. The kick out to Williams. Back to Diallo. Pass to Maladon. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Here's Mikhailuk. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball movement and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And the slam by Williams.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Plumlee. That shot missing. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Inside. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Now here's Rose, guarded closely. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Diallo. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mikhailuk, great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Roby's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Pistons. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Maladon with the bucket. Maladon's got his first points in this one.
Oh, doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rose dishes to Griffin. And here's the fast break. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And it's good, 2 points. Rose has got 8.
When you're a vet like Rose, you figure out ways to score inside, even as a guard.
And that one's good by Roby.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Wright is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Grant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
First one falls for him. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Baisley's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 19. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. It's back to Hill. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Rebound, Detroit. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Right for 3. They get it again. The Thunder shooting about 42% so far. Here's Dort. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Wright. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. free throw drops for Wright. He hits both from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Poke loose. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hill. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Feeds to Plumlee. Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Hill. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kevin, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this young man, a rising scorer who continues to improve. Gilgeous-Alexander may soon be the focal point of every opponent's scouting report.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Right outside. That one doesn't go. And the Thunder going the other way now. Baisley passes to Dort. Here's Baisley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And there it is for him. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Passes to Dort. And the foul on Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Ellington. Rose goes in. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Diallo poked away, but they get it back. Hill passes to Baisley. It's back to Hill. Oklahoma City moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Diallo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mason Plumlee.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
To the inside, out to Miller. There's the pass to Meladon. Miller outside. Now here's Meladon. He's covered by Rose. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Pass to Stewart. He dishes it to Okafor. Miller grabs the miss. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Up the floor, changes up. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Bay. That shot, no good. Jackson down low. Here's Diallo. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like, all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris.
in this space.
The tallest building in the United. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander, also George Hill out there, and it's Baisley in at the 4-man position. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Elfrid Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. Roby can't hit. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Jazz in Utah. Outside Robinson, New York moving it around. Randall outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. They grab their own miss. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, the hustle from RJ on the offensive end was tremendous.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Robinson with the block. Hill finds Gilgeous-Alexander. It's back to Hill. Count the basket.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Cuts off the pass. Right side Hill. Here's Roby, guarded by Robinson. Hill passes to Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Here's Payton. Barrett wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Here's the break. Moving it up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Randall. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
New York shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for George Hill.
Well, you can count on R.J. Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination, and at some point will lead a ball club.
Now here's Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Barrett finds Randall. Tries it from 19. That one a little long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Randall after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. New York, no good that time either. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And stolen by Noel. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Quickly makes it off the glass.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. The kick out to Williams. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Baisley. That shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Toppin, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett. And it's Burks in for Rivers. Here's Knox. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now, here's Toppin. Not a lot of room. Unable to get that one. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Burks. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. And that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Toppin with the steal. Here's Knox. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Noel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Burks with the steal. 3-on-3. It's stolen by Muscala. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York ahead, up by 3. And backing up. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Muscala, Diallo out there with Maledon. Then it's Williams. And it's Pokusevski in at the 3 slot. Williams can't hit. The Knicks leading by 3. Down low, quickly, got a piece of it. Now here's Maledon. Defense right on him. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The Knicks for it.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Hill's checked in, just 4 to shoot. To the paint, here's Pokusevski. Here's Muscala, a second chance effort. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And the basket by Knox.
Well, Knox getting these kind of baskets really going to help the entire offense to get going.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Muscala, the pass to Maledon. Count it.
Got to talk on defense. That left him all alone.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Payton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Toppin can't get it to go.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Pass to Diallo. Knicks with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Passes it to Maledon. Outside Hill. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They get a hand on it. Here's Pokusevski. He doesn't hit that one. So New York will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Payton. Robinson's got the lead up to 5 now for New York.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
Outside Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Well, he spotted that lane, and then he knifed right in there. Mitchell Robinson up top.
Outside Hill. Pass to Maledon. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's his first trip to the line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for George Hill. Rivers dishes to Noel. He kicks it to Bullock, and there's the pass to Rivers. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And Noel throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. 3-point lead. Now, here's Bullock. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And they're moving it up. 2 on the clock.
Well, just staying alert right there, R.J. Barrett with some nice defense.
And that's it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. And a lot of fans in New York can't remember the last time the Knicks were competitive. Shaq, in the last 2 decades, just one playoff victory. Did you hear me? In the last 2 decades, 1 playoff series victory. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thunder trailing by 3. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Randall surveying the D. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Barrett's got 6 points.
I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Randall tips it up, and Robinson is right there. He's got 8.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The Knicks leading by 3. Randall outside. Plenty of space. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Bullock passes to Randall. Pulls up on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 5. To the middle. Here's Roby. Off with the layup. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. All going up court. Randall no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. New York leading by 5. Bullock kicks to Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he goes in there and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
That free throw good from Randall. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Randall. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Thunder trailing by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Toppin, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Baisley's checked in. The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Diallo. Down low. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams passes to Melodon. There's Diallo. They double him with Rivers. 5 to shoot. From the stripe. The shot by Melodon. No good. New York leading by 4. And stolen by Diallo. Melodon passes to Muscala. Alec Burks checked in for the Knicks. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Diallo. Burks, the pass to Knox. It's stolen. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Rivers in the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baisley. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Baisley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Rivers can't get it to go. Pass to Melodon. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Thunder as they end the period on a 9-0 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read
he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Meladon. Also, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. Williams is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Baisley in at the 4.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Pass to Burks. Here's Knox. Kicks to Noel. Good. Nice job down low. Noel's got it all tied up now for New York.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Right wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Here's Baisley. Knicks with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Burks. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good that time. And New York will come the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Thunder trailing by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's an air ball. Not even close. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Baisley. The kick out to Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First free throw is good. So New York ends up going with the new group. The Thunder also changing it up. Dort's checked in, and Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Barrett. Handle left side. That one wide left.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Baisley passes to Diallo. They shoot again. Bullock with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Barrett. Payton dishes to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And Barrett gets it to go.
Wow, Barrett not giving up and making a difference.
Under trailing by 4. Passes it to Dort. It's back to Hill. Pass to Dort. The kick out to Hill. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Bullock. Diallo the pass to Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
The pass to Bullock. Williams against Randall. Inside. Oh.
RJ coming through, and that one makes you feel good.
52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Diallo the pass to Baisley. Pass to Dort. passes to Baisley over Randall. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Hill, no good. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Neely Kina looking it over. From deep three-point range. Yep, it's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Wayne Ellington. Grant is out there with Griffin. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New York, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Randall to the paint. Out to Payton. New York moving it around. 6 to shoot. Bullock passes to Randall. Basket counts. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Grant. Following the miss by Julius Randle. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Shoots it up. No good off the back of the rim. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Utah Jazz. Here's Plumlee, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Barrett kicks to Payton. Handle outside. To the inside. Out to Payton. Now the pass to Bullock. Back to Payton, and stolen by Wright. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Grant gets a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Randall against Griffin. Fires, high post. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Rose scanning the floor. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Noel's checked in for New York. Here's Doumbouya. Oh! And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Rose passes to Doumbouya. Knicks with the rebound.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Noel. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Here's Knox. That shot misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Down low. And Sekou Doumbouya is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Shot on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. There's the lob to the hoop. He's looking for Rivers and finds him. Noel passes to Rivers. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in this league with his overall play.
Here's Rose. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that'll tie this game up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Rivers passes to Knox. Inside, Noel. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ellington. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow! It's a tie game in New York. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Knox. Austin Rivers is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Randall. And it's Toppin in at the power forward. Detroit with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Wright finds Plumlee. Here's Stewart. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Toppin. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Payton in for Rivers. Detroit also making some changes. Griffin comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Jackson. Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Randall throws it down.
That's 250 pounds coming down on the rim. Randall attacking with ferocity.
Here's the break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
For 3, Ellington. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Randall. He's got 6. High post shot. The rebound by Grant. Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. And right, here we go. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Burks finds Randall.
I mean, there's a lot of...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Payton following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. And it's Bullock missing. Pistons trail by 4. Now Ellington. Grant, right side. Kicks it to Griffin. Here's Stewart. He's guarded by Bullock. The Knicks pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Alec Burks. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Randall. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Right. He can't get that one. And New York the other way now. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Throws it up high.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
The Knicks leading by 4. Payton with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Randall outside. Just 3 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Pulls up, high post, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Payton against Wright. Stolen by Robinson. And here they come. On up the court. Oh! Wow!
He went. Showing not just the dominance, but the creativity. Randall with the highlight reel play.
Now here's Wright. He's coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Randall against Griffin. Up top, Randall. 12 points for him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Payton's got the lead up to 10 now for New York.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Reverses with 1 on the clock. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Wayne Ellington is out there with Wright. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Now here's Randall. He dishes it to Barrett. Robinson left side. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
To the inside. Tries from 10. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Payton in the corner. New York moving the ball around. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Knox, he's checked in for New York. Burks comes in for Reggie Bullock. Passes it to Burks. Here's the dish to Barrett. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Here's Robinson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. The Knicks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And it's Wright with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 13-point game. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Derrick Rose is checked in for Wright. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jackson dishes to Rose. Inside, Burks with the steal. Stolen by Grant. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. It's tipped.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Back to Rivers. And there's the pass to Robinson. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the steal. Outside Griffin. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
With a smile on Blake's face, looks like he enjoys having contact before he shoots.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Rose. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Derrick Rose putting pressure on the defense, always looking to draw contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And Rose drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Quickly, he's covered by Rose. Here's Noel. Here's Knox. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Quickly. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pistons trail by 13. Rose goes in. Mikhailuk passes to Rose. He lobs it up. Can't hit that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Rose with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Quickly. Drills it from outside. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And the basket by Rose.
Love the aggressiveness, the tenacity of Derrick Rose. Love driving the basketball into the teeth of the defense.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Derrick Rose. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. And then for Detroit, Wayne Ellington's checked in for Josh Jackson. And it's DeLon right in for Derrick Rose. And Noel kicks to Rivers. Stolen by Doumbouya. To the right side. Toppin with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Doumbouya. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the New York Knicks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Nerlens Noel is out there with Randall, and it's Rivers. Then there's Reggie Bullock. That's the 5 for New York right now. He kicks to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Wright. And the layup falls.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
New York shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Bullock. Now here's Randall. The 15-footer. Doumbouya pulls it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A nice shot by Mikhailuk. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. Shoots over Doumbouya. Randall dishes to Bullock. Pass to Rivers. Randall outside. Shoots over Doumbouya. Randall can't get that one to fall. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Mikhailuk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mikhailuk's got 4 this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Passes it to Bullock. Dishes it to Randall. New York, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
He goes up again, feeds it to Ellington, and the pass to Doumbouya. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. And slam dunk by Noel.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Stolen by Bullock. And pushing it up, here's New York. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rose against Payton. Robinson with the block. Here's Randall. The Knicks rebound. There at the pass to Randall. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Knicks lead by 12.
That's the maturity of Randall's game now. Not trying to force things, just pops it in and moves on to the next play.
And Plumlee kicks to Rose. Sinks the triple.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Payton dishes to Randall. Back to Peyton. Pass to Randall. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for New York. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Ellington's checked in. Randall surveying the D. And he connects with the jumper.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Knicks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mitchell Robinson.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Rose. The Knicks pull it in. Neely Kina looking it over. Lets it go. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve.
see the
There was no mistaking the Thunder as they got off the bus. Only. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting plug of
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy finding the open man.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder with possession, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they? Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Here's Dort. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Grant. The good-looking shot from the wing. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Right, that's a 2-pointer. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Grant kicks to right. Pass to Griffin. They get it back.
This guy's a gritty rebounder on both ends. You have to respect Josh Jackson and his work on the glass.
The pass to Dort. Here's Roby, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 2. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Baisley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for 2.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Outside Jackson. The dish to Plumlee. Feeds to Griffin. Yep, that one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Roby the pass to Hill. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
And right, here we go. Plumlee with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness just a problem for defenders.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he gets them both. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Rose attacking. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there. So tough.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Diallo. Muscala, the pass to Williams. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Muscala, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Diallo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Luke passes to Doumbouya. From deep, Rose doesn't go for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Thunder lead by 2. Live from Little. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We've got Derrick Rose, also Wayne Ellington out there. And it's Luke in at the 3 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. Pokusevski, the pass to Diallo. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Doumbouya. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Doumbouya's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. Now Diallo. 11 points last game. Out to the wing. Muscala finds Williams. And here's Diallo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Over in the corner, Rose passes to Stewart. He kicks it to Ellington. And here's Rose outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Diallo inside. Ellington defending. Shots good by Williams.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And Theo Maledon picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Kicks to Doumbouya. Pass to Stewart. Over Muscala. They get it back.
A hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Oklahoma City trailing. There's the pass to Muscala. Back to Williams. Pass to Maladon. Now here is Muscala. 5 on the clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Passes it to Rose. Up and in on the layup. And now it's a 3-point Piston lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kicks it to Muscala. And that one is hammered home.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on the free throw. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. And he can't hit the second. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Jackson. Count that one. Jackson's got 6.
Well, I love watching Josh Jackson try to fend off the defense. Refuses to be bothered by the contact.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Right side, Griffin. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And that one's good. Wright's got his second basket.
What a high percentage look for DeLon Wright. What an opportunity, and he finishes.
Here's Dort, guarded by Jackson.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Jackson drives in, lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, this is a main staple of Josh Jackson's game. This guy wastes no time penetrating to the cup when he sees an opening.
Roby the pass to Dort. And Grant sends it back.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. Both good from the line that time. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
To the wing right side. Here's Grant. The wing jumper off target.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And the shot goes down. And it's now only a 1-point Piston lead.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
That's tipped. The kick out to Wright. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Nine seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons ahead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Well, the youngest MVP in league history, but then injuries derailed the career. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Josh Jackson. What a contribution.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Roby in at the 5, roaming the paint.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander. What a dunk.
Grant gets a wide open look. The shot will not fall. And the Thunder going the other way now. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Maladon's checked in. Here's Baisley, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. The Thunder with the lead. Hill passes to Dort. Here's Roby. He's guarded by Plumlee. The pass to Roby. Griffin with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And the dunk by Grant.
To me, this is where Jeremy Grant can really flourish. In transition in the open floor, use that speed, sir.
Hill passes to Baisley. Plumlee with some nice D.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
He kicks it to Rose. Griffin down low. The putback, and even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Maladon, and the shot goes in. Maladon's got his first basket. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Pistons have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Detroit making a switch here.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
And that one's good by Roby. Roby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Rose. The shot from the low post is good. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Dort. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Baisley. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Here's Dort. It's back to Hill. Passes it to Dort. Pass to Baisley. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Baisley. The pass to Dort. And here is Maladon. Here's Roby. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Luke passes to Grant. The Pistons working the ball around now. He feeds it to Griffin. Misses in close. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
George. Pass to Roby. That shot off the mark. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Jeremy Grant going to give a little lesson in how to finish off a drive. Whoa.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside Rose. Fires the 3. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Here's Maladon. And he lays it straight in. Maladon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Dumboya is out there with Josh Jackson. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Ellington in a 2-guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Back to Williams. Here's Pokusevski shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Josh Jackson. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Detroit. It's a 1-point game. To the middle. Here's Dumboya. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Down low, Plumlee with the steal.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Thunder trailing by 3. The kick out to Williams. Inside, here's Muscala, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And right, here we go. It's good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
There's a level of determination on that dribble drive by DeLon Wright. Okay, DeLon, we see you.
Here's Maladon. Outside Williams. Pokusevski, the pass to Williams. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
To the inside. And the jam by Dumboya. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Dort, and he goes in for the dunk.
They continue
to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And right, here we go. The feed to Dumboya. And the jam by Dumboya. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson, the young gun, showing, you know what? I can be big time too, fellas.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Detroit. In the corner, it's Ellington. Pistons passing it around. Dumboya can't get it to go. Under trailing by 3. Diallo the pass to Dort. Plumlee with the rebound. Here's Dumboya. Rebound by Muscala. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Outside Jackson. Back to Ellington. Over Diallo. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more? Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Right against Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer Ellington. Here's Wright. Dumboya at the elbow. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Diallo. Dishes it to Muscala. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. For the Pistons, Griffin's checked in for Dumboya. And it's Grant in for Jackson. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Hill's checked in.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
And right, here we go. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Money!
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Plumlee finds Grant. Now here's Ellington. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. .12 seconds left in the fourth. A shot by Ellington, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Right outside. Takes a 3. No good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team. some numbers for him.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it. He'll try to get it going here tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Hill. And it's Roby in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Robinson passes to Randall. Cans the shot from the wing.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Bullock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Hill against Payton. Bullock passes to Randall. Shoots from the baseline. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
It's stolen by Randall. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Randall can't get that one to fall.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dort passes to Roby. And pushing it up, here's New York. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Randall can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. New York moving it around. Fades and shoots. On the wing, the offensive rebound, Robinson. Bullock passes to Barrett. Clock at 6. The open shot, Randall. New York, no good that time either.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Bullock. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Randall. And to get open is Robinson. Randall can't get that one to fall.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now, here's Bullock. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Hill against Barrett. Roby the pass to Hill. Here's Dort. Here's Roby. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's picked off. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pass to Baisley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Great shooters. Boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Third is Mitchell Robinson.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Now, here is Robinson. Can't hit from in close. 1:10 left in the first quarter. To the left wing. Roby the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he jams it with authority.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
New York trailing. Now Randall. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Now here is Robinson. Tight defense on him. To the paint. Robinson. Great positioning on the putback. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Baisley. And the layup is good. Baisley's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Robinson with it. Williams picks him up. Now the pass to Rivers. Barrett with the ball. He dishes it to Robinson. Back to Barrett. And to get open is Robinson. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Robinson's got 8 points.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
Muscala, the pass to Baisley. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And back with the start of... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Williams. Aladon is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Ha Kusevsky in at the 4.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Oh, the power on that through. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Goes up the baseline. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And that one misses. And New York making a change here. Burks is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. It's stolen by Muscala. Burks with the steal. And again, New York turns it over. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 1, the Knicks.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work together. You just won't find better coaching.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closer. Knocked loose. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes it to Roby. Pokusevski can't hit. Knicks trail by 3.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
George Hill's checked in for the Thunder. And then for New York, R.J. Barrett comes in for Toppin, and it's Payton in for Austin Rivers. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pokusevski. Burks pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ahead. Stolen away. Inside. Here's Pokusevski.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open. An effective pass that time.
The Knicks shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Hill against Payton. The dish now to Barrett. New York moving it around. 5 to shoot. Payton passes to Knox. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Knox has got his first 2 points of the night.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Here's Dort. Barrett covering. And the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Randall left side. Kicks it to Barrett. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Now, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
It's blocked, and they get it back. The kick out to Hill. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Roby. Pass to Dort. Second shot opportunity. The shot off that time, and New York will come the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Hill. It's stolen by Barrett. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Stolen by Bullock. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a start for Mitchell Robinson. He had 8 points and 5 rebounds. And looking at the state of the new... That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
On the court for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the point. Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Payton in the corner. Outside Robinson. Barrett kicks to Bullock. Dishes to Randall. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The Knicks with the lead. Bullock passes to Randall. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Yeah, he'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baisley, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Baisley's got the first bucket of the third here for Oklahoma City. Payton the bounce pass. Here's Barrett, and it's Baisley with the rebound. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, you combine a lot of things with Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ.
Payton passes to Randall. And Randall throws it down. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Baisley. Gilgeous-Alexander against Randall. Paladon passes to Baisley. Now here's Meladon. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Shea at 6'5" is such a tough defensive assignment. Has great handle, and he can do some damage from anywhere on the floor.
Robinson kicks to Payton. There's the pass to Barrett. And here's Randall. New York needs to get off a shot over Williams. Knicks with a new 14. Robinson, that's good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Got that one up quick.
Well, the balance and body control look a little bit better this season, so Randall stays on the ground in this catch-and-shoot situation and looks fluid.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bullock with the rebound. Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Payton finds Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Well, if I'm a point guard right now, I am finding Robinson every time I have a chance.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Bullock. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Payton passes to Barrett. He dishes it to Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
And how about the numbers here for Randall? 8th in rebounding. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Thunder. A 2-point game. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Diallo inside. He's guarded by Rivers. It's 2-on-1. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Knox. Here's Rivers. Quickly, he's guarded by Hill. Here's Noel. Offensive rebound. Toppin can't connect from short range. Here's Dort. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him.
Knox taking defense seriously right now. A good sign when a young player.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Knicks lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. George Hill out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pass to Noel. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Dort misses.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Rebounded by Knox. New York shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. To the inside. Toppin goes back up. Pass to Knox. New York moving it around. And the Knicks miss again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Dort passes to Roby. Tipped away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. Alec Burks checked in for New York. Muscala finds Diallo. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Here's Knox. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
New York leading by 4. Toppin dishes to Burks. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Toppin passes to Knox. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Hill. Kicks it to Muscala, and stolen by Noel. Here's Rivers, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Baisley's checked in. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Then for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Noel. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. And Barrett subbed in for Knox. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander, such growth in his first year, continues to show he's learning this game.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Randle outside. Puts one up from 19. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 5.
R.J. Barrett wanting the ball and coming through. That was critical.
Hill passes to Dort. Outside Hill. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Barrett. He kicks to Burks. Randle left side. Back to Burks. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Burks has got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, the man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Roby the pass to Hill. Here's Baisley. That shot off. Randall with some nice D. The pass to Burks. Back to Barrett. Burks, the pass to Robinson. Up top, Burks. 6 to shoot. But they recover it. Robinson kicks to Barrett. And to get open is Robinson. They get the rebound. Burks finds Barrett. Back to Burks. At the elbow, Randall. Burks, the pass to Barrett. Burks with it. There's the three. Hill pulls it in. Here's Dort. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Roby the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks pull it in. And they go to the intentional foul. To the paint. Outside for Robinson. It's Rivers on the wing. Passes to Robinson. From deep. Misses.
That's a good all-around effort by Austin Rivers. Good one-on-one defender on that possession and developing his weak side recognition.
So it's New York picking up the win. This was a hard fight. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Now here's Ellington. Following the miss by Julius Randle. And that one, good.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
No good from Payton. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. And finished off by Wright.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Barrett for 3, and again it's the Knicks missing.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Evan finds Plumlee. It's good. Ellington's got his second bucket of the night.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Randall. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
A high percentage shooter inside. That's exactly where you want to get Randall the ball.
And Wright, here we go. And Wright throws it down hard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Wright with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Randall throws it down.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Wright looking around. Oh, Griffin in position.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Payton outside. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Randall right side. 6 to shoot. And the Knicks miss again. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you...
Showing not just the dominance, but the creativity. Randall with the highlight reel play.
And right, here we go. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
1:12 left here in the first quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. The shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Right side Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Robinson finds Barrett. Now Rivers. New York moving it around. Here's Randall. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Randall's got 8.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The dish to Robinson. Pass to Rivers. Quickly. Offensive rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And so is Detroit, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Nerlens Noel. Rivers out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Toppin. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. Rivers passes to Noel. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Rose passes to Doumbouya. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Jackson. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. Both shots good from the stripe. Knicks trail by 8. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Nice D from Rose.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Burks. Banked in off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Rose against Payton. And the rejection by Noel. Ellington the pass to Stewart. He feeds it to Doumbouya. Good on the bucket. Doumbouya's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Noel. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Toppin kicks to Bullock. Burks in the corner. Here's Toppin. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Filthy, guys. Just filthy.
Man, you said it, G.A.
I mean, to do that in a dunk contest, no worries. But to do it in a live game, that takes a lot of confidence.
Doumbouya passes to Stewart. Down low and stolen by Noel. Here's Bullock. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now just a 2-point Piston lead. Outside Rose. Toppin with the steal. Now Burks. 9 points last game. To the middle. And Toppin throws it down.
He stands 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
And the pass to Mikhailu. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. You take a look at Ellington. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And they're not too bad at attacking the basket either. That's why some of their shooting percentages are so crazy high. They will work to get those high-quality chances inside.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Jackson. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Doumbouya's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Randall with the bucket.
The big lefty polishing all aspects of his game, including the jumper from mid-range.
Right outside. To the inside. Griffin. Excellent D that time from Robinson. New York trailing. Randall left side. Rebound by the Pistons.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Wright dishes to Grant. Doumbouya passes to Griffin.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good.
You know, when healthy, Blake Griffin is still a force. He's an athletic, multifaceted big man.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Rivers bounce pass. And Barrett slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Right outside. Stolen by Robinson. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Wright is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Grant. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And Grant drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Payton passes to Randall. Shot from the wing. Plumlee with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Griffin. The Knicks pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. It's Barrett on the wing. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Drops in the layup for 2. Randall's got 12 points in the game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Pistons leading. Right outside. Out to the right wing. Grant surveying the D. And it's off from three-point range. They've trailed the entire game. That could change on this possession.
And this would be big for them.
To the paint, here's Randall. To get open is Robinson. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Sometimes he could be a little streaky. Randall has found a groove here tonight, though.
Right outside. Inside. Robinson with the block.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Oh, what a play!
Watch your head.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Right dishes to Plumlee. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Knox, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Burks in for Reggie Bullock. Outside Rose. That's tipped. So here's Burks. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he's good on the first of 3. Doomboy is checked in for the Pistons. Jackson comes in for Grant, and a switch here also for New York. Rivers checked in. And he makes all 3. And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. They trail by 6. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Toppin passes to Knox. From the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Knox has got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Plumlee. Down low. Fades. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Knicks with possession. A 12-0 run right now and counting. It's Rivers on the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Knox. And the shot falls short this time.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Jackson kicks to Rose. Rocket 6. No good on the triple.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For New York, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
And the Pistons making a change here. Griffin's checked in. 46 seconds left in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Rose scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Griffin trying to get open as Burks. Great positioning on the putback.
Great effort by Blake Griffin. Coaches can draw up whatever they want. Sometimes it just boils down to effort.
Here's Noel. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Knox has got 8 points. Here's Rose. Lays it up off the glass.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack. Pass, attack.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Knicks leading by 9. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Austin Rivers. Griffin kicks to Ellington. Puts up a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now here's Wright. Stolen by Rivers. And now the Knicks on the break. Quickly, count that bucket. And here is Wright. One minute now into this fourth quarter. The pass to Grant. He kicks to Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson. Offline with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And the Pistons making a change here. Plumlee's checked in.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Right, the pass to Griffin. For 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett for 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the dunk by Grant.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Robinson finds Payton. Back to Robinson. New York moving it around. Stolen by Grant. And now the Pistons fast break. Plumlee, no luck. New York leading by 12. For 3, Bullock. The rebound by Grant. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Grant. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one hits back iron.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Rose, he's checked in for the Pistons. Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And here's Bullock from the arc. Kept alive. Outside for Randall. A 3 ball. It's not going to go for him. Pistons trail by 12. Rose passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Rose against Payton. Pass to Randall. Right side Robinson. Dishes it to Randall. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Robinson. Robinson hits them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ellington with it. Fires for three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Randall. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Peyton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Rose gets the bucket.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Knicks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Julius Randle.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Rose kicks to Okafor. Mikhailuk passes to Bay. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Ntilikina looking it over. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.